Chapter 1, My Brother, a Man on the Brink of Disaster. I opened Chapter 1 with the following description of the first troubling phone call from my brother while he was traveling in Italy about a year after our mother had died. A wisp of wind and a light drizzle of rain. That is how violent storms that can disrupt and change your life start. At least that is how it started for me. My brother Paul died at the age of 42 after a long and debilitating illness that slowly destroyed his mind and body, plunged my family into a nightmare of upheaval, and radically changed my life and career. For all of its fury, it started with a simple, although troubling phone call from my brother. It was late one evening, and my wife and I had gone to bed to settle in for the night. I was in that middle ground of being not quite awake, but not yet in a deep sleep, when the phone on the wall in the kitchen started to ring. At first it sounded like a vague, distant, dreamlike noise, until the familiar, shrill sound of the phone ringing finally pierced my brain. I awoke, startled and concerned as to who could be calling at such a late hour. My wife was also awakened by the ringing of the phone. "Joe, the phone! Joe, answer the phone, it could be important." I got out of bed and headed for the phone while my mind was racing with all of the possible reasons for such a late call, none of which could be good. "Hello?" The dialogue continues as I describe the rest of that first call. I ended Chapter 1 with this observation. It was not until after my brother returned from his trip that we were able to see the extent to which his appearance, demeanor, and behavior had deteriorated in just the 3 weeks he had been away. It was the beginning of a sad and disturbing journey that lasted until June 27, 1996, with his death. My brother's journey really began many years earlier with our family history that shaped not only the lives and personalities of my brother and me, but also that of my parents. We all have a destiny which can be subject to the shifting winds of fate, but that destiny always has its roots in our past and the legacies of our ancestors. That observation sets the story up for Chapter 2.